What's up, everybody? It's your boy DC1 of D313XB, man. Good afternoon to everybody that's out there, man, that's going to be watching, man. Listen, I just want to come in here right quick, man. Just wanted to give y'all some little sports talk, man. Um, yeah, your boy's in here. I'm at work. I'm on break, so I just go ahead and just go online right quick, man. So, um, definitely, man. Listen, I just want to come here and talk. Just a recap on the Super Bowl and some Piston talk I want to talk about today. So, uh, man, I want to give a shout out to my guys, Nomas J and Bree, man, and Owen 16. Dynasty Sports Network. We need a shout out to Big Willie Styles, King, Kaz, Coach Boy Juan, Big A. You know, get a shout out to the guys, man. Get a shout out to everybody that always show love to this channel as well, the XP. Definitely, man. So, just want to talk about right quick, man. Just get for my intakes of what happened in the Super Bowl. I know it was Tuesday. I dropped it yesterday, had some things going on. So, definitely would just want to give my share, my recap of the Super Bowl. As everybody know, Kansas City are, the back-to-back Super Bowl champions. To me, the game was a defensive game, man. It was a defensive game. Sometimes, compared to last year, it was a high-scoring game. It was a back and forth. It was a little shootout. But this, I don't mind these type of games of defensive battles because they're guys. They're like they want it. They want to win the Super Bowl. They want to stop you. San Francisco. You got to give a credit to San Francisco, man. San Francisco, they came out. Their defense was. They got to Patrick Mahomes. They frustrate him in the first half. They did a wonderful job. You know what I'm saying, in the first half. But you got to play 4 quarters. But I felt like San Francisco left some points of war. They left some opportunities out there. San Francisco had opportunities, to add more points. You have to score touchdowns. You got to convert. When Patrick Mahomes, when the Kansas City Chiefs turn the ball over, you have to convert touchdowns out of those. You have to convert. You have to get points. You got to put the pressure on the Kansas City Chiefs. You got to at least go up some scores, because if you don't, if Kansas City is down 10 like they has been in these Super Bowls, if they down 10, you're asking for it. Your defense is going to be out there too long, and the NC, Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, that quarterback, the same quarterback that had 13 seconds a couple years ago to get in the field goal range to send that boy to overtime. Quarterbacks like Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, certain quarterbacks, you do not leave them no time. And I thought on that third down situation, Kyle Shanahan should have ran the ball. You should have ran the ball. Make Kansas City, even you didn't convert, you make Kansas City call a timeout. You make Kansas City call a timeout because they already had 2. They would have went down to 1 timeout left. Or in a situation, you go for it, depending on the spot is, you go for it and you convert it. Now Kansas City, may possibly burn another timeout, and pretty much the game is yours. Kick the field goal, you win the game. But instead, you tried to do the kill shot, and it didn't work out. Kansas City managed to march downfield, tie the game, send it to overtime. To San Francisco, some people, they want to say, I heard about ESPN, FS1 Speak, and all these other shows I've been hearing about that San Francisco should have just gone ahead and defer and let Kansas City score first. I'm be honest with you, I don't have a problem with Kyle Shanahan, them decided to take the ball first. So you can march downfield, you can at least score, have the opportunity to score. They had no kicking 3 points, but they should have got a touchdown. But you got to give credit to Kansas City defense, especially a guy like Chris Jones. Chris Jones has been frustrating Brock Purdy when he needed the most. So you got to get a shout out to Chris Jones and that defense, the Kansas City defense, to not allow San Francisco to score that touchdown to take a 7-point lead in overtime. and they'll have them kicking a field goal. But I don't have a problem with Kyle Shanahan decided, to go not to, go ahead to not to defer and just get the ball first. I don't have a problem with it. I don't have an issue with it. You wanted to score. Now, I only had issue is with the players didn't know about the whole overtime situation. I mean, come on, this is, I had the coaching staff, Kyle Shanahan. You had 2 weeks to prepare for this. Overtime situation is changed now. From what happened a couple years ago with the Kansas City Buffalo Bills, it's changed. The overtime rules has changed. Each team get a possession now. It's not what it was back then. If whoever scores first team to score wins the game. It's not like that in the postseason. It ain't in the regular season, but it's not that in the postseason. You hear the opportunity. The other team gets the opportunity to score. So for San Francisco, the players not knowing about the overtime rule is inexcusable. I'm sorry, it's inexcusable. You should be able to know that. And the coaches, if the players didn't know that, the coaches, it's your job to emphasize, go over those type of overtime rules, especially playing a team like Kansas City Chiefs. You're playing a team like them. So I'm not buying that excuse like them guys, they didn't know. You're in the NFL. Even if the players didn't know, it's your coach's job to get players prepped, get them to understand the overtime rules. So, not buying that. But overall, the Super Bowl, people say, oh, you can say what you want, like Kansas City, they won it, because of Taylor Swift and all that. But, Kansas City, they didn't have the greatest season, despite what they went through this whole regular season. They still managed to win the division, but it didn't come with ease. They lost a couple of division games, lost to the Raiders, lost to the Broncos. They lost some games that, you would think a team like them is like, is they going to win the playoff game? Yeah, maybe they win one, but they ain't got to go as far. And yeah, they took care of business at home against Miami, even though it was cold as crap out there. But hey, you play out there, you play the game. And then you turn around, everybody say, oh, now Kansas City got to go on the road. Got to go on the road. They never play a road game. They did it. They went into Buffalo. They beat them. The Buffalo had an opportunity to go back to the AFC Championship game. So they didn't. Now you went into Baltimore, a number 1 seed in the AFC, the MVP, Lamar Jackson. You went into their house. You told them to 10 points. And you win the game. You won 2 road playoff games going into the Super Bowl. But a lot of people was favoring San Francisco. And then turn around, look what happened. Kansas City are the back-to-back Super Bowl champions, 3 Super Bowls in 5 years. So it is, yeah. So it is what it is. Marv, what's going on? Marvin Tolbert, man. What's going on, brother? It's good to see you on the chat, brother, man. Marv, man. Shout out to Marv, man. Marv always showing love and support, man. For Dynasty Sports Network and D313XP, man. Shout out to Marv, man. Yeah, Clipper Darrell, man. You know what time it is. The Clippers looking good. But then we ain't gonna. I'm gonna say that for another show. So I ain't gonna want to spoil the moment. I know the Clippers lost last night, but to the Minnesota Timberwolves, I can't call them the Baby Wolves right now. So I can't call them the Baby Wolves. So right now, but yeah, we'll talk about the Clippers another time. But yeah, but appreciate you, Marv, man. Appreciate you. But yeah, but like you said, man, the Super Bowl, man, it to me, it was fun to watch. A lot of people say, oh, it was boring. There wasn't no high scoring. Wasn't this, wasn't that. I like a defensive battle. I like that grinding out defensive battle. I know some of the play calling was questionable for both sides. I understand that. But, sometimes, you got to have a defensive battle. Sometimes you don't always want a high score. You like to mix it up. You mix it up a little bit. Yeah, you can get a little high scoring, you get a little shootout. It was a back and forth game. But I thought San Francisco, they had opportunities to win that game. They left soon. They didn't when Pacheco fumbled that ball, there was their opportunity to score off turnover. They did. And then when Patrick Mahomes in that third quarter threw that interception, a terrible interception that Patrick Mahomes threw. and San Francisco did not score all the touchdowns. They didn't. They did not score, and that hurted them too because there was your opportunity to put some points, take advantage of the turnovers. When you force the teams to turn the ball over, you have the offense. You got to go out there. You got to at least try to get some points off those turnovers. So, while San Francisco didn't do that, in Kansas City, they ended up scoring at least 7 points off the turnovers, which from that punt that gave Kansas City, the short field to end up scoring that touchdown, that which should end up taking the lead in that point. But San Francisco, they didn't quit. Their defense was the style. You got to give a shout out. I'm gonna say to San Francisco, you got to give a shout out to that defense. Bosa, the Bosa, Chase Young, and those guys. It got to. That defense stepped up today. That defense did what they did their job. Their defense did their job. I felt they was out there a little too long, but their defense was out there. Their defense is out there. So, but yeah, Mars. Yeah, but you know what though? Everybody's saying that. Like I said, I mean, it's been talked all year about this whole Taylor Swift situation. That's everybody's opinion. You wouldn't say it was rigged because Taylor Swift. I'm not gonna argue with that. I'm not gonna argue with you. That's how you feel about it. It's how you feel about it. It's like Yes, Taylor Swift was most talked about in the because it was a lot of football. A lot of Taylor Swift fans wasn't not even football fans. They just watching it because they keep seeing her, showing her on TV. Of course, she's dating saying Travis Kelce. So a lot of attention was going out there and seeing every time you look, you see Taylor Swift. But everybody has their own title to their opinion. Just keep my lips sealed on that one. But Kansas City, congratulations to them. The two-time, back-to-back Super Bowl champions, and 3 out of the last 5 years. Then to the Super Bowl appearance. Been to the AFC Championship game 6 years. I mean, that's hard to do. And then 6 years in a row. It's hard to do. So you gotta give him credit with this dude, man. I gotta give a shout out to San Francisco too, man. They, they even though us Lions fans, it was hurtful that we should have been there. But we as Lions fans, we did not expect the Lions. Who is Lions fans expecting the Lions to make it that far? To at least the AFC Championship game. From missing the playoffs last year to making them run all the way to the NFC Championship game. Nobody, if you would have told me the Lions would make it this far, I wouldn't have believed you. I would have said, yeah, win a division. Yeah, win a playoff game. Possibly two. But an NFC Championship game? A lot of Lions fans were expecting that. And then we was one half away to go to the Super Bowl after we dominated San Francisco in the first half. Now, I'm gonna say this, the odds came out already that Kansas City is favored to win the Super Bowl again. San Francisco is the second favorite. The Detroit Lions are third. You got the third odds of Super Bowl favorites. So, but yeah, but that's my intake on the Super Bowl, man. Listen, the Super Bowl was, like I said, it was a good Super Bowl to me. I don't know how everybody else feel about it, but to me, it was a good Super Bowl. It wasn't, it was from what I looked at on Twitter. I guess it was one of the most watched. I mean, of course, it was the most watched Super Bowl compared to last year's. I mean, of course, because Taylor Swift, you know, that was more viewed and all that. Because like you said, it's a lot of Taylor Swift fans are not football fans. I mean, they just watching because they see Taylor Swift. And I want also too, before I wrap this Super Bowl recap up, man, I want to wrap this up too by saying, listen, got to get a shout out to Usher in that performance. That was a great, wonderful performance that Usher put out there. Him and Alicia Keys, Lil Jon, saying Kanye, Ludacris, people that just showed out in that performance, man. That was a great, wonderful performance that Usher. So, yeah. So, but yeah, it was definitely it was a great, great Super Bowl, saying halftime experience. So definitely looking for next year's Super Bowl. So definitely, hopefully our Detroit Lions will be there. So definitely looking forward to that. So let's see, Mar, what you talking about, Mar? I want a weird brother quarterback to win. They've been holding this down too long. Warren, Cordell Stewart, and the list goes on. Yeah, I want a brother to win the Super Bowl too, I want another brother to win it. I do. I really want to. Like I said, I want Jalen Hurts to win it. I want Lamar Jackson to win. I want another brother to win. I mean, yeah, you can say Patrick Mahomes, but I mean, hey, Patrick Mahomes, he shows why he's the best quarterback in the league. Holding us down on Black History Marv, silly. Yeah, man, I will pray that a brother can win the Super Bowl, man. Listen, another brother win the Super Bowl, man. But football season is officially over. We got to look for this offseason. Free agency is coming up for next month. So make sure we're going to be keep a look out on that. What the Lions going to do in free agency. Who's going to come to Detroit? Who's leaving? Of course, I'm gonna keep an eye on my Philadelphia Eagles too, so I just keep an eye on them as well. But we're gonna see some moves in this free agency with the Brad Holmes. What he gonna do? So I trust in Brad. I think Brad, he's gonna do the right thing. It seems some players that are gonna be here. Some players they're not gonna be here. So definitely look for the draft in April. So. Especially in the draft, man. Listen, got to get a shout out, man. Having a draft at our city, our town, our state, Detroit. Best to believe. Marv, I better see you down there, brother. Everybody else always support this channel. I better see y'all down there, man. I want to come down town, man. Make sure y'all come down there, man. Definitely, man, come down there. April 25th through the 27th. Make sure y'all be down there, man. Make sure y'all be down there. Show all the love and support. You know what I'm saying? Let's turn out downtown, man. Let's show the world the city of Detroit is here, baby. So, but yeah, man, that's my recap. That's how I feel about the Super Bowl, man. Football season officially over. Now we can focus more on the basketball tip. Speaking of basketball, Marv. Mahomes doesn't count. Oh man, Marv, you was hilarious. It's the truth. You covered this must be yeah, man. We gotta get down. We officially could focus on basketball, man. We could officially focus on basketball. The NBA, the NCAA. Next month, we got the NCAA tournament. So make sure everybody get your brackets ready when the brackets come out. Make sure. But we got to go talk some NBA. Let's talk about some Detroit Pistons, man. Listen, the Detroit Pistons, as you know what happened last week, they in the trade deadline. Pistons made some moves. Troy Weaver, got to give a shout out to Troy Weaver. I like the moves that he did. In this trade deadline, he's the one to go younger. He wants, to start getting a little more shooting, a little more spacing, get some more defense out there. So we got to give a shout out to Troy Weaver. Did a good job. We shipped it off Bogdanovich and Alec Burke and Kevin Knox and Monte Morris. Shipped off some veterans. Decided wanted to go younger. I like what Troy Weaver did. And it's a lot of things I didn't like what Troy Weaver has done in the, you know, when it comes to roster, changes and draft picks and stuff. This is actually the ones I really like because outside, Marvin Bagley, which I understand why you had to move Marvin Bagley, but for money reasons. So, but Troy Weaver has done a good job. He's doing a good job with this. I like having Simone Fataccio. I like you got a guy like Shake Milton and Troy Brown Jr. Adding guys, bringing guys in. So I like the moves and the guys, Fataccio, and those guys that came out and just shot that they actually played very well against the Clippers Saturday afternoon. They actually played very well. They actually took control of most of that game. The Clippers, they came out with the victory, but you saw good signs with this Pistons team. You saw good signs. You saw effort. You saw the energy. You saw guys who's playing defense. You saw that with this team. You saw a whole different Pistons team. You got a lot of younger, athletic, and spacing for the guys who's playing defense. No disrespect to Alec Burks and Bogdanovich, guys not playing defense. Guys, just saying, Monte Morris, he was been hurt majority of the season, and he finally comes in. But, Troy Weaver said, let's go and start to go younger. Let's get some of these young guys and more reps, more playing time. So, because some of the veterans was in the way, and let the younger players shine. So I like it. I really like it what Troy Weaver's done. So you bring in a guy like Fataccio that can stretch the floor. He can show he can shoot for deep. He can play some defense and he can attack the basket. People forget. Remember the same Simone Fataccio when it was in that Utah team. When Utah didn't play four of their top players, coming from a back-to-back, which they played Cleveland and lost to Cleveland. The next day, they didn't even play their top four players. Fataccio was on that team. And the Utah Jazz beat the Pistons. I know that was part in that 28-game losing streak. But that same guy that's on our team now, that was on that Utah team. So, Simone Fataccio, I like the move a lot. I like it. And then you bring in, guys, when they say you traded with New York for, Evan Fournier and Quentin Grimes. I like Quentin Grimes. He's gonna give you effort. He's gonna give you energy. He's gonna play some defense. I like Shake Milton coming from Minnesota with Troy Brown Jr. I like those guys. Troy Brown Jr. He played with the Lakers. He played with the Lakers last season, or the year before, one of them. But I like, because you get guys that's going to play defense, give you that energy, that little athleticism. So, and the spacing on the floor. So I like it. I really like it. But like I said, Troy Weaver did a good job. So definitely look forward with this Pistons team a little more exciting. And speaking of, Pistons are still on the West Coast trip. They started off 2-0. You go into Sacramento. You beat Sacramento in Sacramento, one of the hardest places to win at. One of the loudest crowd. Taking it back to the Arco Arena days. The Mike Bibbies and Divox and Chris Webbers in the world. The Peja Stojakovic and Hedo Turkoglu's in the world. You going into that city and that's in Sacramento with a tough young team of Sacramento. You go in there, you beat them to start the road trip, and then the following night off a back-to-back, you turn around, you go in there to beat Portland in an overtime, come back from 23 down, and you win that game. You start off 2-0, and then you play the Clippers. You play the Clippers very tough. Had opportunities to close the game out. It's just the Clippers shows why They are the veteran team. They are the better team. They show a championship caliber team. Came back and win that game. Wasn't easy, but they did. Now you got you couple days off. You gonna play the Lakers tonight. I like to see. I would love to see this effort and energy of what they displayed the other day against the Clippers. Got Lakers. The Lakers are slow. They're not athletic. Yes, they got veterans, but they're not athletic. If you can force the Lakers to turn the ball over, if you can force the Lakers to shoot outside shots, Lakers is not a great three-pointer team. Lakers are not a great three-point team. So, absolutely, the Pistons could beat the Lakers. The Lakers is not what the Lakers are. The Lakers are up and down, up and down, up and down team. Yeah, they probably make the playoffs, but they ain't going as far as in. They may get past the first round, maybe, and that's probably it. The Lakers are not the Lakers. So, then the Pistons the opportunity to beat them. Absolutely, the Pistons have the opportunity to beat the Lakers. I don't care if LeBron was playing or ain't playing, or AD. I don't care if Austin Reeves or none of them. I don't care. Pistons played their best like they've been playing on this road trip, and the Pistons can come out, play the way they play. Ivy playing out of his mind. Jalen Duren playing out of his mind. If they play smart and they play efficient and they play defense, absolutely, and limit their turnovers, absolutely they could beat the Lakers. The Lakers is not all that. Look at the Lakers record. That ain't made 500, but look at the Lakers. So Pistons can go in there and then take care of business tonight against the Lakers. They could get the job done, and then you got to follow in. You got to go against Phoenix. You know that's going to be a tough task as well. But again, can they beat the Phoenix? Can they beat the Phoenix Suns? I believe they can. It's a more of a tall task beating Phoenix Suns than the Lakers. I'm very more confident that the Pistons could beat the Lakers more than they can beat Phoenix Suns. But we'll see. We'll see how they go. Do you think Cade is hurting physically, playing through pain? He doesn't seem. I think Cade, he's still not 100%. I believe he's still not 100% Marv, but Cade is going to get better. He's playing through it right now, so he's going to be all right. But I think what Monty needs to do is have Cade play off the ball a little more. Let Ivy be the point, and then you bring in of a Shake Milton, bring in him and maybe Quentin Grimes, and bring somebody that can be the more the facilitator that can have Cade have him play off the ball a little more. But Cade, Cade is not 100%, but he's playing through it. So Cade pretty much, he didn't have a great game, he had a pretty decent game against the Clippers. But Cade he's not 100%. I know he's just coming back from the injury, but yeah, it's gonna get going though. His shots, he's gonna get right back on track. It's probably gonna take him a couple games, but I let Cade let him play off the ball. Let Ivy run the point a little more. Bring the other guys, let them run the point a little more. So, but yeah. So Pistons got the Lakers tonight, and then they got Phoenix tomorrow for the All-Star break. For the All-Star break, at the end they come back from the All-Star break. They go to Indiana, and then they finally have a home game next Saturday. Not this Saturday, next Saturday at home against the Orlando Magic. So this is pretty much been gone for 2 weeks. We about a week and a half, almost about for 2 weeks. So if the Pistons they can come out on this West Coast road trip, um, they 2-1 so far. If they can get 3-2, or if they can get, saying four, saying one loss, they can. If they come 4-1 this West Coast trip, that would be huge. That would be huge. To going into the All-Star break, going 4-1, that would be nice. You're 3-2. I'll take 3-2. You already got two, the first two. So let's see, But yeah, Jonathan, yes. Jonathan Isaac can play defense and he got the length. Yes, he does. I agree with that, Marv. He does have that. So, but let's see what the Pistons, it does. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I will be watching that game tonight. I know it's gonna be late, but I'll definitely be watching the game tonight and see how the Pistons are gonna operate with this new regime, with this younger regime against the Lakers. You're not gonna be able to stop Anthony Davis. You can try to slow him down. But I believe the Pistons. Will I be surprised if the Pistons beat the Lakers? No. Like I said, the Lakers is not the Lakers. Don't care what anybody say. The Lakers is not the Lakers. They can be, Lakers are beatable. They're beatable. AD could get his. LeBron gonna get his. If D'Angelo Russell doesn't have a good game, they're not winning. Or Austin Reeves, they're not winning. You make the Lakers shoot the ball. Don't give them no. You make the Lakers is not a great shooting team. They had their spurts. They had their moments. They're not a great shooting team. You make the Lakers make jump shots. Make the Lakers beat you with jump shots. So, but I believe the Pistons are going to go ahead and beat the Lakers tonight. Matter of fact, I'm calling it. The Pistons will beat the Lakers tonight. They will beat the Lakers. I'm calling it. And you got to go into Phoenix. That's a tough task. You Bradley Beal and Kevin Durant, and Devin Booker. And now they added some couple of pieces of Royce O'Neal. Now they just they signed Thaddeus Young, another veteran. So they signed him. So Phoenix is another tall task. Definitely. So it's going to be pretty tough. But yeah, I'm looking for the Pistons. They could come out 4-1 and this way, 3-2 in the West Coast Strip. That would be huge. That would be huge. So, but yeah. Man, Marvin said restoring the Pistons. Yep. Yeah. So that's what we missed Bobo. See, we wish we could have had Bobo. Was that Bobo? But it's what it is, man. So it's what it is. But yeah. But I always say, man, your boy DC1, man, I'd like to come here, just talk, come here, talk your ear right quick, man. Want to give a shout out to Marv that was in the chat, man. Marv, I very appreciate you showing love again on the chat, man. Your boy got to get back to, eventually get back to work in about another hour. But your boy got to eat his lunch. Go ahead and finish. Man, Marv, I know you did not say no damn thigh maker, bro. This man said thigh maker. I am done. I'm done with you, Marv. I'm done with you, man. Stop it, Marv. But yeah, man, definitely a shout out to Marv, man. You on the chat, man. Very appreciate you. Got to appreciate everybody that always show love in this chat, to show love in this channel. I meant to say, definitely, man, show love, man, with this channel, man. The XP, myself, Gnome is J, Bree, 0-16. Definitely get shout out to my guys at Dynasty Sports Network, Big Willie Styles, King, Kaz, Culture Boy Juan, Big A. You know, got to shout out to all the other, the podcast people out there, that show love with this channel as well, man. So definitely, man. So your boy DC1, man. I would like to hope everybody that hit that like and subscribe to this channel. Spread the word out. Because we're trying to keep this channel growing, man. We're actually coming down to be actually it's been a whole year actually that the XP has been around. It's been a whole year, man. It's been a whole year since the XP been. So we're going to continue to keep this thing growing, man. So as that being said, man, so make sure you hit that like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. You follow us on Facebook. So we definitely will do things to drop this consistent content, man. So be sure you be on the lookout, man. So as that being said, about to sign out of here. It's your boy DC1 of D313XP. Signing out of here in this afternoon. Hope everybody enjoy the rest of your day. Peace. Detroit versus everybody.